welcome to the World Series edition of the Douglas Report. I'm your host, Bobby Moravia, with Max Sutton to my left, and a very special guest star today. And before I introduce him, let me list some of his achievements in his long, illustrious career.
I don't know if we have enough time.
His 31-year career in dealing YMSL, a 27-time Gold Glove winner at first base, 528 career batting average, second all-time in career hits, 4-time league champion, for sure future first ballot Hall of Famer, also 463 batting average in the playoffs, and 390 batting average with men in scoring position, a surefire living legend, Sammy Tawil.
Thank you, Bobby.
That is great stuff.
I was going to add a little more, but I wanted to stay humble.
Okay, that's good. We had enough there to fill up half the show's already done. But Sammy, welcome to the show.
Pleasure to be here. Always
member of the World Series bound Brooklyn Cyclones.
So we have both members of the participating World Series team. But before we get to that, we had two huge Game 3s on Sunday.
A lot of good action.
And we talked about it last week. Both series were 1-1 and a deciding game for the second week in a row. And why don't we start off with you, Max? You had NWO versus
BBB,
Big Ball Brand. And, we talked about it last week. No surprise. It's been a pitching duel so far the first two games.
And it didn't change. It didn't change at all. Mikey Shalom, before we start anything, Mikey Shalom and Nathan Batesh, unbelievable. They really they poured their hearts out into the field, and those two guys both get game balls. Mikey, unfortunately, you can't have two winners. Someone's got to walk away to lose it, but Mikey really battled like unbelievable. The only member of my team that had on Sunday morning, game 1, that had an RBI was Joe Greenberg. He was responsible for all 3 RBIs on my team. The game actually opened up with a deep fly ball by my all-star Steven Shalou, and hit a really deep shot. Carlos did a great job to get to it, but just that last part of the job he didn't do. Got to his glove. It touched his glove. I thought he'd catch it. It went off the heel of his glove, maybe the tip of his glove, and Steven moved it around to third, and he came home to score on a hit by Greenberg. And that was not almost, I should say. That's all he needed.
Carlos usually gets those. So once he gets near a ball, he usually has.
He's great. This guy, he tracks the ball great usually. And that's really all we needed. Nathan was pitching unbelievable. Our defense, we turned another double play, which has been a weekly thing. Hopefully that continues. Mo Mallet played an unbelievable third base game 1. And Nathan was pitching so good, he was breaking bats, outlier style. It was really, it was an incredible game. It really was. Tempers flared a little bit. Some things we didn't appreciate. I'm not gonna lie. There was chirping on one side. Maybe our team had a little bit more fans than the other side. Maybe more family members and wives.
Your kids alone could cause that.
Yes, my son is. He's got vocals. He sure does.
It's like Greenberg's brother.
Greenberg's brother. It's another brother. Yeah, exactly. So we got some pipes on our side that might have gotten under a few people's skin, but we always mention. I can't stand when guys throw helmets, and I never liked it. Throwing bats, something really should be addressed that it can't be done. I know people are frustrated. I don't want to make a thing about it, but it could be scary. I know, like Douglas Dweck's telling me he was 5 feet away. The shard in the middle flies out. It's the last thing you need. Then the whole league goes up into flames, and nobody.
You're 1 incident away.
Yeah, that's it. From God forbid, a Hatzalah, and nobody wants to be part of that. So on a serious note, that can't be done.
I wish the umpires would have taken charge in that situation.
Okay, I mean, they know it's a game that means a lot. It was the 5th inning. It was a key play in the game. Again, Nathan was pitching great. Their biggest threat of the game was that bases loaded 2 out for Carlos Abadi, the leadoff spot. So, and we were only up 1-0 at this spot of the game. I think it was the 5th inning. So a single there, they have the lead, and they're just 6 outs.
How many outs? 2 outs?
2 out. Yeah, it's 2 outs. So he needs a hit. He had a ground ball to short. It was flipped to third, inning over. That was their biggest threat. They did have a runner in scoring position a few other times, and they just couldn't push the run across. Nathan was really pitching well. Our defense was there on the spot when we had to make plays. A couple of key plays by, like I said, Mo Mala. Joe Greenberg made a great play. And then to cap it, to give us our, we don't call it the nail in the coffin, but to really make us feel comfortable, 2 out, nobody on. Stephen Shalou, they chose to play 4 across, which was surprising with Jack Batty in center field. We went right up the middle for a hit, and they played 4 across for Joe Greenberg. Joe Greenberg hit it up the middle, and they just kept running. And there was a throw that went to third. Jackie Batty tried to throw Shalou out of third. It hit Shalou in the back. Steven didn't stop running. There was a throw home, not in time. And then Joe Greenberg did something unprecedented. Dr. Batty had the ball at the plate, and Joe kept playing chicken.
Yeah.
He was off the base 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet, daring him to throw it. And Dr. Batty threw the ball to third, and Joe just took off home. They threw the ball back to the dock, and Joe pulled off Willie Mays Hayes move from Major League. Jumped over the catcher, landed, and touched the plate for a 2-run homer. It was a really cool sight, and that put us up 3-0 in the 6th. So they scored a run, and anything could happen. It's still only a 3-run game, but we felt pretty cozy at that point. We went out to win.
3-1 the final.
3-1
Amazingly
final, yeah.
enough, 11 runs only scored the whole series between the 2 teams.
That's a pictures.
Yeah,
it was really
that was really great.
And again, it wasn't like a lot of hard hit balls. A lot of credit to both pitchers.
Yeah, no, really, you expect it from Navy, but Mikey got to give credit.
Pitched great. He really did.
And they played again without Svi, right? He was
They
not.
played again. He wasn't there. We thought he'd be there. He wasn't there.
So it was Albert.
But there was no hurt up the middle. Defensively, they didn't. Yeah, it wasn't many balls. It wasn't like a clear play that we missed.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. A.B. Salem, another kudos. He got on base twice again.
Oh, really? Yeah.
In the
Nice
game,
work.
a walk and another hit. So
Let me tell you, Stephen Shalou, you talk about him. To me, he might be pound for pound the best hitter maybe in the league right now.
He hits the
I mean,
ball hard.
we always talk about Jimmy Malak and all these other guys, Ali Marshall, but this guy, I mean, is flat out. It's just a tremendous. Both brothers. Both
Yeah. The other brother goes
They're
a little
impressive.
unnoticed, but I'll tell you, he's very good.
I mean,
They
For
just
where they got him, I think that was
they just turned 21.
he's the guy
round.
that's nuts.
Did
he go that late?
Ruby went 6th or 7th round.
Yeah, he's very good.
What round did Joe?
Third.
Steven, I took 3rd round.
Yeah,
third
he's
round.
tremendous. He's
And up the middle, he's really amazing. I mean, he might end up at shortstop the higher he
Yeah.
goes in the draft.
moves to short. You just look at it first round.
Yeah, but the thing
He
is,
moves to short.
do you lose the double? But that's something in the future to
Yeah,
look
we
at.
can talk
But
So NWO advances to the World Series. Now they're waiting to see their opponent. And now we have Sammy Tawil from Brooklyn Cyclones.
Yes.
this game had a little bit more. This series had a
Yes.
little bit more juice than
Yes.
how
Now
it
you
was.
talk about chirping. There was
Right.
a lot more than chirping going on in the other
There's
series.
a lot of unfortunate incidents in game 2.
Yeah, game 1 and 2.
Got a little ugly, and I think all the guys involved regretted it. We saw a great picture this week.
Yes.
A.B. Cohen hugging Maurice Haber, which was nice to see.
Yeah, that
Which
was
is really-
went viral.
Yeah, that one
Yeah, we
viral.
wanted to know. We look it up. Was it superimposed?
No. That was great. They were able to relax and make up.
Yeah,
Realize
I
it's
think
just a game.
they went to class together the other night. So
Yes,
they're
learning a
back
little
in the
deep
place.
into that.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So now you have the Cyclones versus the Blue Jays.
Yes.
We mentioned 1-1.
Yes.
Cyclones coming in as #1 seed
Yep.
against the 6th seed Blue Jays, but it was a much closer series than that. And right off the bat,
Well, right off the bat, we knew, whoever scores first, a lot of times that's the team that wins. And coming in, we were confident, but like you said, with a 1 seed, the pressure's on us to go on to the World Series and hopefully face these guys. And first inning, single.
right.
Well, then a fly
down
ball,
the
a
field.
fly ball to Jackie, JT, and Sonny falls in between both of them.
Right
Off
center
Sonny's
field.
glove. Now it's 2nd and 3rd, no outs.
Wow. Start the first inning.
Yes, Jimmy Malak back to the pitcher, hold the run at third,
Yeah.
throw it out, 1 out. Second batter, Maurice Haber, fly ball to shallow right field. We think, okay, catch it, maybe hold the run. Even if they tag, it's 1 run, play at the plate. Sonny catches it, throws a 1 bounce to home. It goes through the glove. Not only does 1 run score, goes to the back, and the guy from second run,
Came
A.B.
right
Cohen,
to score.
who's known like a JT.
Yeah, he's a play
And
flies.
next thing you know it, they score 2 runs on
Wow.
a fly ball. We get the 3rd out, we're down 2-0.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised Sonny tried to get the runner at home. I didn't get a chance. It was fairly.
Yeah, I think it was
Who's running,
DT. So you had a chance, even on a bounce. He didn't come up with it clean. It was on a bounce. It wasn't an easy catch.
Yeah.
But it was 2-0, which was unfortunate.
Right.
Got the last out, Ike Mabora, and now we're going in. Now, Jeffrey Sackett pitching unbelievable. I think someone told me he had no hits in the first 4 innings.
And you don't want to face Jeffrey usually in these spots.
Right, and especially when he gets that humming and gets that
Yeah.
momentum and gets that rhythm. And 4th inning, we said, guys, we got to just tack on a run. A.B. was tremendous because the fact he's done this all year. When we're down, he'll keep us in the game.
Yeah.
Keep us until we come back. And he's done that like 3-4 times this year. So we kept telling Gabe, just stay in the game, keep us in. We'll get there. We tacked on one important run in the 4th inning, which I thought was huge.
That was a little controversial. That it was a leadoff. I forgot who hit the ball. Was it JT with it?
Lee Zakaria.
I think it was Lee.
Oh, Leo legged it out. They called him safe.
Yes.
Maurice. To me, Maurice looked like he stayed on the bag. He stretched out. It looked like he stayed on the bag, but the umpire claims that he beat the throw.
He beat it, right? I think it wasn't the foot off the bag. I think it was more the throw beat it.
When
Could have went either way. But you know what? Either way, I don't think you would have seen an argument.
No.
It just went our way.
Right.
And then Sunday, I think he just shot to Jimmy Malak off his glove, and we scored. We ended up scoring 1 run that inning.
Yeah, 2-1 now.
Yes. 5th inning, 6th inning. Now 6th inning comes up, and now we're in the bottom of the 6th.
So you guys are down to your last 6 outs.
Well, more importantly, we're really down to the last heart of the order. We just got out. JT just made out. We have Jamie Dweck, myself, Sonny, and then it goes
Joe
down the
Cohen
line.
and
Exactly. So we knew this is the inning. If we're going to do it, we got to come now. Can't expect the bottom of the order to really come.
Right.
Lee Zakaria, King said, guys have been playing tremendous all year. He comes up with a shot, a leadoff triple.
Yeah, he smoked it over AB.
To me, everyone's talking about all the other hits, but to me, that shot
started it all.
Because we said, all right, now we have that run home. So at the very least, we're tied. No outs.
Pressure went off.
Right. Now we're thinking, are we going to tack on? We already got the tie. Next thing you know, Jamie hits a shot to DT, who was a Gold Glove third baseman. He bobbles, no play.
Right on the bag. Lee did not move off the bag.
Did not move, and now we have 1st and 3rd. Yours truly comes up. I'm looking to drive the ball just to get the run home. If I get a base hit, great, but I'm really just to pull the ball. We have a 2-0 count, and now Jeffrey and I'm sitting on a fastball or whatever he wants to throw me, and I'm ready to, to just rip it out there. And he throws a 2 right over the plate, and I just have to get a good hit over left field his head.
Opposite field, over left field, over AB Dweck, and a run scores. He's a JT rounding second. He's going to 3rd. Might even score. He trips up on second and 3rd.
Trips up between 2nd and 3rd.
There's actually a play at the 3rd base. He's safe. DT drops the ball. Safe at 3rd.
Yeah, actually, he would have been out if he yelled into the ball.
Close beat him. Yeah, maybe out.
JT
maybe
came
out.
in a very aggressive slide.
Yes.
And the ball rolled out.
Yes. So we're 2nd and 3rd now. We're feeling good.
Nobody out.
Nobody out. And then Sonny, I believe he got a hit. I'm trying to remember what Sonny did. We're now the game is tied 2-2, 2nd and 3rd.
Was that the hit to Simon where he bobbled the ball and then?
Yes. Hold on. Yes, and the run scores 3-2, and we pick up an insurance run 4-2. We take him out 1-2-3, and next thing you know, we're going to the World Series. Now I will say the game was well played. Everyone behaved on both sides. So it was really a great game to watch.
They had one bad defensive inning on the infield, it sounds like, with your big hit.
Yes.
And that's really what the whole game was.
Lee's big hit and my hit, I'd say, are the 2 clean hits.
Right, but those other 2 plays. Sure, so they but could have gotten at it and tied if they were playing.
Well, no, 2nd and 3rd, even if Simon gets him out at 1st, we still get a sack fly.
Okay, maybe it's that play.
So really, on the fairness to Simon, it wasn't like he lost the game for them or anything. We still have 1 out.
Jeffrey was a little perturbed. I ran into him. He thought if DT made that play,
right? Maybe.
Oh, DT. On 3rd play, yes, that was.
He said even if
the run scored,
even if Lee scored, exactly,
100%.
1 out, nobody out.
That really changed the thing.
So that was the thing.
Yes.
So the Cyclones, great series again.
Phenomenal.
Ended up with
really, Blue Jays were very. I even told Maurice after the game. I said, Johnny Elias are not even there. I go, it's a tremendous team, and that's a team we thought all along was going to be there this season.
It happens to be a team that we kept liking.
Yes.
We kept picking them to sleep, but they never did.
They really have a very good team.
By the way, kudos to Jimmy Malak. We really filled in admirably at the short.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And I give a big kudos.
That was a very odd position to play.
And Daniel Towil at the end of the season picked it up big time
offensively.
Oh my God! I don't think he got. He got on maybe 5-6 times.
I think that's a big reason that lineup got stretched because they needed it.
And they left him. He knows when Bub came back, they left DT at 1st.
kept going because he was
lead
doing
on.
it well.
Yeah, and all he did was respond and get hits.
Good for him. So that's very big. Without that, because if they didn't have that lineup long, there's no shot. Because that was one of the detriments of that team all year.
Exactly.
The weak lineup.
Right.
So
Exactly.
he really helped big.
So now we ended up in a rare event for YMSL, number 1 versus number 2.
This
Great to
is-
see.
We always talk about the bye being
Yeah.
a curse.
Yes.
So now we could go back to 217. The two teams
Right.
with the bye are in the World Series.
Yes.
But how ironic was it that was so close to being 5 versus 6?
Oh my gosh. Very close.
Yeah.
Very
So
close.
really, so 1 versus 2, we don't see it too often. But to me, it was the 2 best teams with the 2 best pitchers.
Yeah, for the season, we were the 2 best teams.
Yeah.
I think preseason they had us up there, both teams alone.
Yeah.
They had us in the top
Right.
3. It's nice to see we finished 1 and 2. It's nice to see we both got to the World Series.
Right.
With no
I think
stumbling blocks.
everybody wanted to see.
And I
this,
think what the people wanted. Let me tell you, there was some great crowd at the
great crowd.
It was like
Beautiful day.
really back in the
Yeah.
80s where the beach chairs were lined up
Right.
under the trees.
And a lot of Hall of Famers showed up.
You know what? To
Bobby
me,
Cassin,
seeing
Eddie
Bobby
Beta.
Cassin and Eddie Beta, I mean, these are legends.
Yeah.
These are guys I played with. And to see these guys there, I felt like I'm back in 19.
I can see these are the guys I watched.
Yeah.
These are the guys I watched.
But it really was such a sight to
those
see all
tapes
those
of the
guys.
circling
Yes,
from 1983
I
playoff.
feel-
Even Shalom,
Stevie Shalom.
Stevie
Yeah.
Shalom,
I love
Marty
Stevie.
Jamal. I mean,
Yeah,
Slim down Stevie.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So it was really a treat.
Plugging away on his diet over there.
And it was really, everyone I spoke to said the games were well played, they were exciting, there was drama to them, and it was just well played. That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
So I have to admit, I was looking forward to this matchup. Navy
happy
versus
we-
Navy.
I'm happy
Yeah,
we
we
did
finally
that.
got something.
Yeah.
Finally got a prediction right. But so now Max, right off the gate in the top of the first,
Okay.
Cyclones.
DK, actually, DK started with a nice hit up the middle. He had 2 strikes
right
on him.
through, right
He
through.
hit it right through, right center field in the middle. Nice hit. And they really, truth, first inning, they got some real hits.
They were all
JT, line drive, right field. I forgot who. One guy hit a ground ball on the infield that we tried to get a force at second that was dropped. That was the only error we made on the inning. I forgot who hit it. Might have been Jamie, might have been Joey. I'm not even sure. I
Right,
don't remember.
Right.
Jamie. But you guys went on to score 4 runs. We were lucky it wasn't more.
Yes. Well, do you
Because-
remember the first time we played them, we put 5 in the first
In the first inning.
on all errors.
Yeah,
For the
all
most part.
errors. Yeah, that was.
That was ugly. Nathan was getting worked up,
Yeah,
Like,
it
getting
wasn't
some
our
of his defense.
right. It wasn't our A field.
No.
We had a couple of
Yes,
injuries,
yes.
so that we didn't chalk up. This time, you guys earned your runs.
100%.
You had a big hit, left center field, nice line drive, RBI hit. JT's hit, I remember vividly, right field.
Yes.
Someone I said Sonny in a nice opposite field hit. We were, could I say, we weren't as comfortable going to a new field? I don't know what it is. Either way, you get credit. You score 4 runs in the first inning. We were just lucky you didn't score more.
Yes.
Because you did end the inning with 2 runners on base.
Yes, we did.
So one more strike could have been 5-6, and then
Yeah, it's much harder to come back.
Yeah. we settled down. Credit to our team, and I was very happy and proud of our team. We never came back from a deficit that large all season.
Well, you don't usually get to too many
Right.
deficits.
We
with
never-
Nobody
Navy.
ever scores really.
We were right. We never down. We were down by 3 once, but we were never right. Exactly, and nobody panicked, which was nice. AB started well. AB Cohen got us 1, 2, 3. I think he sat down the first 6, maybe
Yes.
first 5, something like that.
Yes.
It
He was
seemed ho hum till my 10 hitter in the 4th inning, Eli Harari, who's been an igniter all season long, and I put him in the 10 hole because he's got a lot of speed. He let off with a hit,
That was a big hit to me.
It was big,
a
lead-off hit.
That was a big number 10 hitter.
leading to the top of our lineup, which is our big bats.
That was a leadoff hit.
Leadoff
Yeah.
hit. Eli Harari leads off with a hit to the
Yes.
left side.
Yep.
Steven Shalou hit a ball that you couldn't even see. Went right through the
He
infield.
does that every game.
It's
Just hits the
it's
ball
not
so
fieldable.
hard.
Even if it's close to a fielder, you just like watch it. It's like one of those.
The minute you move, it's already there.
Yeah, and then probably, I wouldn't say the biggest hit, but the hit to start our team was Joe Greenberg. He had a shot to left center field, line drive double, brought home a run, made it 2nd and 3rd,
One.
nobody out at
Oh,
the time.
score 1.
And then Mo Mallett and myself played ABC baseball. We did nothing special, but Mo Mallett grounded it, moved both runners over, got a run
Run
home.
scored.
And then our 2-0 count, AB gave me a slow pitch. I just golfed into the outfield.
Fly ball.
Fly ball, hit
fly.
a sack fly.
That was a
left
big
field.
run. Those were big runs. Because I remember at 4-1, I said, all right, we're okay.
Yeah,
We've got
yeah,
one
yeah.
more.
We
4-2.
chipped it back.
All of a sudden,
We chipped
4-3 is all
4-3,
the
it's a new
signs.
game.
It's a tight
It's a new
game.
game.
Yeah, and now at that point, our defense was playing, and Navy had, I mean, he was pitching with a purpose after the 2nd inning. I mean, it's the World Series. Everybody's playing with a purpose the whole way through. But we nipped it in the bud. The biggest play of the game, we were testing you guys, the back end of the lineup, especially playing shallow. and Jackie Zolta launched one, maybe 20 feet over my left fielder's head, over Victor Dweck's head, for a triple. That was with only one out. So they had a runner on third, one out. I don't remember if it was 4 up at the time or 4-3.
I think it was 4-3.
It's still you winning 4-3? So that was a big number at third base.
Yes.
They proceeded, the next hitter grounded into the infield. We held the runner through at the first, and then the next guy got out. So I think that gave us some mojo.
Yeah. Right.
That gave us, there's those little turns.
Yes.
And then we got one big play where Elliott Saka, welcome back to Elliott Saka. Game 1, he didn't do much. He had to get acclimated, but he's in the ball hard. He had a hard shot to the left side. Maybe it was bobbled once. They still had him at first. I remember coaching first. I remember when the ball was thrown. I remember hearing Sammy's, I'm not going to say what he said, but I remember we got lucky. I'll say that. Yes. Elliott ended up at second. And then Stephen Batesh, who this is his 4th year straight in the World Series, I believe.
Really good.
I think it's 4 straight years in the World Series. He has a knack. He wanted to get traded opening day, just to let you know, but to play with his son. But he ended up getting a hit through the middle, first and third, and then Nathan Batesh, my pitcher, helped his own calls with the sac fly. 4 up. This was a great game after that because although there was only 3 innings left, it just felt good. Yes. Both sides, AB buckled down. There was a play AB made the next inning, I believe. You guys played good defense after that.
I heard it.
Yes. Elliott Saka, 2 innings later, I think, roped one up the middle. AB stopped it, threw him out at first. He went down. I wasn't scared because I knew he'd be all right. But 4 up, we had 2 out, run around first. 2 out, run around first in the 6th. I ended up getting a hit to right field on the right field line. And then I put it first and third for Albert Zolta. I'm going to rewind now. The only guy on their team that really didn't make out all day was Sammy Tawil, sitting right next to me. Your first time up, you roped one. Your second time up, you ripped one down the first baseline for a double. But we got lucky. But we were fortunate on your second hit to get it recorded out. Albert Zolta threw the man out at third base, which at the time you guys were winning 4-0.
Yes.
But in hindsight, that looks big. Yes. That looked really big. Albert Zolta, he gets game ball. That's for sure.
Yes.
Well, Sammy Tawil came up with first and second, 2 out.
Yes.
I don't know if you recall. We did have a meeting on the mound.
Yes, you did. And I said, who's up next? I said, Sonny, they might pitch around.
So I was talking to Nathan. Nathan doesn't like walking many, as you guys know. I told Nathan, I said, this guy.
Who's on deck now?
Sonny Shell. Sonny, who's been hitting the ball well. He's striking the ball.
Right.
I think he had a hit to the left field side and he hit a 1-hopper to me.
Yes.
So he hit 2 nice balls. I said, you haven't gotten Sammy out yet. He goes, so what do you want me to do? I said, talk to your father. Don't ask me what to do. Do what you want to do. You want to walk him? There's no room for error. You want to pitch to him? Get him out.
I mean, you really do not see too many walks to first and second.
No, that's what it is. And you don't want to also, if we walk you there, it was 4 up at the time.
Yes.
If we walk you there, a hit is 2.
But it was 2 outs.
2 outs, true. So, but a hit is 2 runs if we walk.
Yes.
So we were in a dilemma.
I understand the strategy. I understand talking. I thought they're going to pitch me hard.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that's what he would do.
We wanted to get you to flail at something.
Correct.
Now, this is an underlining big play in the game that our team is talking about. Sammy Saka.
Yes.
I heard about this. I heard about
Sammy Saka sitting on the sideline. I didn't see this. I was oblivious. I'm sitting there watching you at the plate.
Yeah.
Sammy Saka, I heard, just kept moving his hand. Back him up. Back him up. He started running down the first baseline before you swung, telling Albert Zolta, Sammy Tawil's up, back up 2 or 3 steps. And he listened. Yes. Next pitch, you ripped the ball.
I hit it hard.
Right center field, the ball, and he had to even turn a little bit.
No, I thought 9 out of 10 times that ball would go off the glove.
Off the glove, tip. Albert Zolta has been playing an unbelievable outfield ever since Elliott Saka got hurt, and it's his spot. He really, really has been playing great, and he saved the game.
Yeah, but I have to tell you, Navy gave a nasty jump. It was not a.
It wasn't an easy.
No, it was not an easy pitch. He came in with
he hit you inside and fast.
Yeah,
and you turned up.
I don't know what the count was, but
I want to say it might have been
1-0, 1-1.
No, it was 1-1.
It was early in the game.
I know. I was thinking.
It wasn't 3 balls.
What happened was I thought he was going to pitch around me, so I let the first pitch go, and sure enough, it was a strike.
Yeah.
Then a ball.
Also, it was 1-1.
And I locked in, saying, let me be ready. And sure enough, he came right over with a fastball. I turned on it. I really thought it was gone. I mean, it's one of those balls where I know when I hit it,
hit it well.
And it's gone.
So
And
if that
ball-
lands, minimum 2 runs.
Oh,
is
for
scored.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
2
Minimum.
runs, I'm
So
standing
it's
up.
2 outs at the end of the inning.
And
Two outs,
then,
right.
who knows? That might be the game right there.
So
So that was Sable,
Sam
and
Zaki
now-
got a game ball.
We did. We spoke to him. We invited him into our chat. We all sent him a little steak 4th of July. But I will say, now fast forward back, that next inning, after we had 2 out, runner on first, it proceeded to be 1st and 3rd. Albert Zolta, the man who made the catch, is at the plate. He's batting after me in the lineup. 0-2 count. He had an 0-2 count,
Yes,
and A.B.
yes.
Cohen threw him a hard one of those A.B. Cohen the
That was a
curveball
nasty
things
pitch.
that do move but don't
Yeah.
move, and you don't know what they're gonna do. And Albert fought it off and hit a bloop right past the lunging Lee Zacharias. And Lee,
And
every
look at
inch,
Lee makes those catches.
Oh, my
all the time, that long
every
run.
inch of his 6-foot frame and his extra reach,
just was.
and it just went by him, and that was the game-winning hit.
That was,
Yeah.
it
That was
just
it.
fell-
Give me
fell
this. So Albert Zolta got the game-winning hit.
Yes.
We
But wait a
ended
minute,
up.
wait a minute. First of all, there was 2 guys on, and Lee made a stab on.
Oh,
it.
so we'll get there. That was so.
it.
This was when we went up 5-4. To get insurance runs was the top of the 7th.
Oh.
Yo, that was
Oh
some
yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah.
Stephen
was
Batesh.
some play.
Stephen Batesh got a big hit.
Yeah.
Ike Batesh, my rookie, came up his first at bat in the World Series and roped the base hit. Then we ended up getting, was it bases loaded or 1st and 3rd for Stephen Chalou,
Yes.
and he hit the hardest line drive.
Yes.
I didn't even see
No, you
it.
smoked
That
that
one passed
ball.
his glove.
And Lee really had the presence of mind to
Yeah, to go to his
get
right.
to his
Yeah,
right,
backhand.
and that's for the time being kept the team in the game.
100%.
Because if it went
That
through,
goes through the game.
game's over. We had 3 more runs.
Yes. Yes.
Call it a day. So he kept his team in the game, and then was that talked about 7th inning.
Yes. I mean, the stage was set. Down 1 run, bottom of the 7th.
And
You have everything working for you.
This was
You have a
great.
Tight game.
this is where
Great teams.
you being the 1 seed comes into play. You
Yes.
earned yourself last
Yes.
licks
Yes.
for game 1,
Yes.
and A.B.
Now-
Cohen.
Now we have 9, 10.
Yeah, the bottom.
I keep saying, let's turn the line. Let's get to JT and Lee.
Right.
Okay. What happens is AB 1 out, so they're feeling great.
Well,
One
once
out.
you get the first guy out,
We'll
you're
let
right.
him.
It was
A.B. Cohen.
AB Cohen to
Oh.
right field, 1 out,
Yeah.
feeling good, all around the infield, 1 out away, and now we have.
We
Elliott
felt
Towil.
as confident as you could be right now.
Right.
I would too. If I'm on their side, I'm feeling great. Get that first out as cake. Elliott Towil comes up. He's been playing well all year.
Playing great.
Rookie. And let me tell you, 3-2 count. He works out a walk.
He fouled off a few pitches.
Yeah.
Fouls off a few. He works
Very
a
close
walk,
ball, yeah.
which is tremendous against Navy.
Because now you got the top of the order.
Now he's on first. We still have DK, who's a singles hitter, but he can get on with a slap
With
singer.
tremendous speed also.
And what does
Speed
he
and
do?
a postseason performer.
And what does he do? He walks.
Yes.
On a 3-2 count. So now we have first and second, 1 out, and now you got JT and Lee coming up.
So the winning run is on base.
The winning run, the tying
Tying
run
runs in scoring
second.
position.
We get 1 single, the game is tied. You have JT and Lee, the 2 best
Yeah,
hitters
you
on our
cannot ask for anything more if you're the Cyclones fan.
An extra base hit, you win the game.
So Navy
Yeah,
makes
that's
made his bet. Now he's sleeping, right? He walked 10-1, and now he's facing Lee and JT.
But
The
like
one
those pitches, those walks are not really.
It
They were
was-
close. One was low.
Elliott had a good at bat
Yeah.
because he fouled off a bunch of
Right,
pitches.
Yes.
DK's one was close, but nobody's arguing.
No,
It was the umpire's fault. By the way, credit to those umpires.
They were really good.
Top
They were
guys.
really
Terry and
Terry
Bill
and Bill were
good.
unbelievable.
Great job. Great job.
The fact that you go through a whole game, you're not even looking at it.
Yeah.
And he called out game 3, which was
Right.
There was
So
no
he-
fighting,
yeah.
arguing, and all that. So now JT's up.
Yeah. Now, so
And
now that's definitely actually the turning point and the play of the game. So now JT's up.
So JT on
He
the
keeps
game.
filing off. He's 2-2 count.
This is his 4th at bat of the game.
Yes.
So JT's first at bat, he went to right field. His next 2, he grounded to short.
Right.
2 hard hit balls. One was like a backhand play for me, and one was just a regular ground ball. And now this is it.
This is a
2-2 count.
And he's hitting the ball hard
Yes.
as he's fouling off to the
Yeah.
left field.
All to left field.
I'm
everyone.
saying just get the single, get anything, drive the ball. JT can do anything.
Actually fouled off a few balls, I think.
Yeah.
To the
2-2
trees,
count.
Like left, pulled
Yes.
up
Fouled off a lot.
He hits a hard ball to short, which Max feels great.
Honestly, I personally was standing on the first baseline. Didn't think it was a very hard hit ball.
Okay.
So I was a little.
So it was like a 2-hopper, and then
Yeah.
it rolled fast.
Right.
Yeah.
like possible.
Right. It had like a little, it stayed low. Before the play, I don't know, because I have Chalou on my team, I think second.
Yes.
I think second base. The simple play, I agree. And 9 to 10 times, usually I flip it to Momala,
Yeah,
get
get the
2
ball.
out, first and
Because
second.
you're not getting the double play on JT.
Right, so I was thinking double play because I have
Yeah.
Stephen Chalou at second base
Okay, yes.
with his quick release. And you know what? I was thinking if we flip the second and we don't get a double play, First and third, 2 out.
Yeah.
An infield single is the only thing that would make me
Right,
feel
right,
bad.
right.
Little gamble I took.
Yeah.
We flipped the second. DK is hard.
You know,
Nose,
he
man.
I'll tell you one
he
thing.
plays like that. He's just a
I
hard-nosed player.
mean, you talk about
Not in a
Just
bad
the-
way.
no,
I'm
no.
saying hard.
you talk about a
He-
hard-nosed
He
player
is a hard-nosed
and
player.
making a hard-nosed play.
One of
at
the
right
greatest
time.
guys, really one of the greatest.
Oh,
one of
I'll
the
praise
best
the
teammates
Lord.
I've ever had.
Let's also shout out Mabruk the DK guy.
Yes,
Saturday
and
night.
Oh, really?
yes, and Mabruk to Eddie Malak.
Eddie
Also,
Malak
Really?
also got engaged.
Stop it.
Yes,
Eddie
we
Malak
have- yeah,
engaged.
Eddie Malak,
To who?
congratulations.
I didn't hear that.
Yes, Yeah, he just got engaged, I think, Wednesday night. I think.
Beautiful, beautiful
But
news.
congrats to Eddie and DK,
And DK.
two teammates.
He came in with a very hard, aggressive, clean slide. I mean, only that he comes in like with
Yeah.
a play. Nobody said 2 words of it with Shalou. Flipped him over, I believe. Where did he land? He
Shalou was on his
landed-
behind,
Yeah.
right behind second base. I'm on my knees.
Yeah.
So I had a pretty good view, and I see the guy turning third.
He didn't even hesitate.
He didn't hesitate.
I saw that, and when I saw him, I have to be honest with you, I was like, great idea.
Oh, I thought it was a good
and the
idea.
whole team said, nobody ever questioned it.
I'm on the defensive
You know,
side,
you
and I
got to
said,
make the play, you
this
got
is
to
gonna
catch
be-
it, you got to take.
you got to make right. Throw the catch and the tag. Steven Shalou got up and made a vintage Steven Shalou strike to Lewis,
Yeah.
and it does help to have a really veteran,
Yeah.
Block the play.
clutch catcher who's played shortstop and center field in his
Oh, yeah,
day.
he's
You know, so he's a ball player. Made the catch, slapped down the tag, and that was the ball game.
And if you
Yeah.
saw the umpire, he fell down and on the ground like a wrestling match. They called him out on the floor.
It was
So I
very
thought it
cool.
was like a wrestling match.
But I got a question for you now.
Did they send him?
So Sonny was coaching third, I believe.
You know what?
Elliot said he
I
just
spoke
kept
to him,
going.
and just so you know, our team chat, we talked about this. Everyone had no problem with Elliot doing what he did.
No, nobody
Did you have, like,
But
a hard
I
time?
don't
2
think so.
hours.
I think there was so much going on.
With 1 out, you kill him.
Oh, yeah. 2 hours.
Yeah.
1 out with Leah.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
do it.
no.
But
2
2
outs,
outs,
he's making something 9 out of 10 times. That's a great play. And let me tell you, if he's safe, everybody's high
Right,
five.
he's a hero.
Play.
he's a hero.
I don't
I
think
think
anybody
Sonny
had a
didn't
problem
stop
with
him.
it, yeah.
Sonny, I think it was all happening in the moment. He didn't stop at all. He just saw the chaos.
Well, my question
I think
is,
that's
how did he know that in other words, how did he keep running if
he saw Shalou on the floor.
yeah.
Shalou,
Obviously, if he did, if it was
made it,
regular
you know
force
what?
out, he would have stopped at
right.
third.
Shalou was on his behind.
So
he
he
saw him on his behind. He probably made a quick turn.
And he didn't really
Yeah,
hesitate
he
much. He kept, and then he kept
He
racing.
took off. No, he's a young guy.
He's a young, and he's not slow. So it's not, so he made a great,
I mean,
you
it
know
was a
what?
bang play. It was a very, very close
Kudos to NWO. They made the play. They executed the play.
I'll tell you
Final
this.
out. And it was,
One thing I loved, the game was over. I mean, I stayed on the field with my kids for another hour after that. But talking to all the players from both sides, it was a fun game.
it really was.
Yeah, whether I was
Really
shaking Sammy's hand or Lee's hand or Jack,
No,
it was one of
no
those
really,
games.
It wasn't,
Yeah,
you
it
know
was
what?
just-
It was
yeah.
nice to see everybody.
It was good
check.
baseball.
I have no problem with people rah-rah,
It
getting the
was-
team pumped up.
It was a good
Just don't
baseball
go over
game.
the line. There's that line
Right.
in the sand that you're not supposed to cross where you get personal and things like that.
I mean,
well played game.
all
I
I
love the
know-
feistiness.
Yeah,
I love it.
all I know is it's 2 great teams,
Yes.
and if any game one's any indication, it's going to be
Listen, it
one of
was
the
as
classic World
advertised.
Series of all time.
It's as advertised, 5-4. You can't ask for more. And you know what? It might go to 5. It should go to
That's it.
5. I
You
hope it
know,
goes to 5.
great teams, great pitchers, great defense. Stars on both sides.
Now we have 2 games coming Sunday.
Yes.
9 o'clock start.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we're
good.
going to go back, expecting a big crowd. Supposed to be
Yes.
a beautiful 80-degree day.
Supposed to be
Yeah,
going.
82.
We're gonna get some rain tomorrow, which is a good thing.
Good
Yeah.
thing.
Get
Yeah,
the pepper, get the
Yeah,
field
yeah.
nice, and make it groove.
Get the sprinkler
So
going. Exactly.
obviously, you guys are not going to make any picks this week. So
Right.
you
No,
know,
we can't.
You could have been
No,
fine.
I can't. The only thing I will predict, there will be 2 well-played games. The 2
Hope
best
so.
teams. And you know what? Who's going to win? I have no clue. But if you want to say, you can go ahead.
yeah, I think it's so evenly matched that it's going to be a split. Who's going to win one game? That I can't answer. Which is going to win game 1 and
Game 1 or
two.
game 2.
But there's no doubt it's going to be a split, and then we'll have a lot to talk about for
Another week after that.
Yes.
Week after.
I think
Now-
game 2 is key for us, obviously, because you go down 2-0.
Yeah, you got to beat them
Coming
3
back
times
3
in a row.
times.
Yeah.
I mean, if we win game 2, and even if we lose game 3, we go into the last weekend. We
A
can
sweep
sweep.
you win,
It's
right.
not unheard of. We've done it in the regular season.
Yeah, no, you
Now, it was talked about to play July 4th. I'd say it was a good thing we didn't for a few reasons. Aside for guys having work, guys were banged up.
Yes.
DK, I saw him. He had
Yes.
a little wrap around his
Yes.
leg. He's going to be okay.
Maybe
Even Shalou.
could use the rest.
Yeah, everybody needed the break. I think this worked out great. both teams will be at full force.
Yeah, I think for one game, I don't think it was worth to get everybody back for this one game.
Now, and the pitchers, I mean, you're talking about two exceptional pitchers that really put a lot into the pitching.
Yeah,
right.
You know, to come back a day later or two, they really need that rest. You know, you're talking about two power pitchers.
Yeah.
So,
And I like the fact. I like the series now. It's 2 this week and 2 if necessary next week. So
It worked out well.
It
It's almost as if like we played a Friday game.
Right,
yes,
right,
yes,
right,
yeah,
right.
we got that one
right.
game out. Now
Right.
you know it's ending in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
God willing, ends in 2
With
weeks.
the
You know, hopefully, it won't
weather
be
permitting. Exactly.
weather permitting and sweet permitting.
You know, so like again, I think everybody's excited. I'm expecting a huge turnout on Sunday.
I think people are going to want to come back. Everyone I spoke to said it was exciting. It was like really the vintage old days on Phillips Avenue. And you know, it's going to get people to come back, I think. There's no cursing. There's no fighting. We encourage people to bring their kids. We want it to be a fun day, and that's what it should be.
And
Is it payoff to start a drop later, or should we stay at 9? I don't care either way.
It's funny you said it, because a couple of people I said, you're going to come? They go, well, it's very early. I'll try to get there at 10.
Yeah, so what? So they
So,
come in the
okay,
third.
but they come in the
Okay.
third inning.
Okay.
That's all
Nobody
right.
has to-
I'm good either way.
I'm good either
just
way.
throwing that
I'm
out there.
okay.
Yeah, everybody's already in Jersey. You know. I think
That's true.
it's,
There's nobody coming from.
And I will say one thing, it's nice to see in this league now, I was telling you off the air before, that a lot of these young kids now are finally taking the league, starting to
Taking
take
it
the league
seriously?
over. No, they're taking the league
Oh,
over.
the next-
The Shalou, the Ashkenazi, the Malas, the Greenbergs, all these young
Joey
studs.
Cohen.
Joe Coe. I mean, you look at all these young kids, the future is amazing.
Saying there's the new wave is
Yeah,
starting
now
to,
the
to own
Mo's
it.
and the Henrys and the Alleys, myself and Nathan and Maurice and Eddie and those guys.
all still great.
Yes,
Also
but you know
producing.
what? We're ready to turn that page, and you know what? Kudos to these young kids. They're thoroughbreds and they're fast and they're strong.
That's for sure.
And the league is in really great hands.
Yeah. No, we're definitely excited about the prospects of the young
Check
guys. Those guys are already veterans.
Yeah, those guys.
Well,
Right,
the guys,
JP, I mean, they're already
right,
coming
guys that are in
8
their
years
30s already.
Yeah,
Let's
JT,
call them-
Not even
Back,
like,
not
you
even
know,
rookie,
AB
but
Colin, ABJ, I feel like has been in the league for
Yeah,
like
10,
10 years
12
already.
years,
It's a long time.
But it's nice seeing Joe Coles, even Elliot, my son.
Right.
All
You
these
get the
young
young guys.
Ashkenazi, Abraha. It's great to see these kids, and it's only going to make the league that much
We
stronger.
always say the young outfielders. The outfielders, for the most part,
Even Ruby Sacco, you know, shout out to Ruby Sacco, who
Yeah.
played
I
phenomenal.
heard it, right field.
No, you
And
played
even
right, and
short
he played
center.
short center, but he's making plays. And you're talking about Shalou with an arm. This guy has
Oh,
an
I know
arm.
it. I know
This
it.
guy has an arm. I mean, he throws
Yeah.
to me at the practice.
Yeah.
Everything's a strike
Yes,
right
he
in the
has a
middle.
bullet for an arm.
Yeah, so the
Yeah,
league's
he's
in
definitely
good
going to be a.
Well, that's one of the
surefire
reasons our
outfielder.
teams are both in the World Series. We have deep teams.
Yes, we do.
Our 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We're 12
picks.
strong. I think we're both 12 strong. There's no automatic
coming
out.
out, right.
No
But you know
automatic-
who's more excited about this series than anybody else? Our good friend Sammy S.
I was waiting for you to say it. I was waiting for you to say that. There happens to be a lot of guys from Brooklyn last year that are in this World Series.
Yeah, but now the
With
two pitchers
Nathan and
going
Amy,
there.
and a lot of guys on my team, Joe Greenberg,
Yeah.
Paul Mala,
Yeah.
Albert Zolta.
Yeah.
There are many players, a lot of great ball
So
players.
our farm system's finally producing
Yes,
some
yes.
some good talent. And,
It's an exciting league, and I think people want to be a part of this now. I think more people from Brooklyn are even looking at this and saying, hey, I want to be a part of this next
This
year.
is
So
fun.
we encourage them to come to the league.
Yeah.
It's a great league, and you know what? It's really
you know,
just
they
been-
see what I think. What they see, forget about the shenanigans with the
Yeah.
fights and
We're always going to have. a little
They see
that.
the intensity and how people just every play is you know, it's so intense, and
You know what?
they love that. They love the
When
fact
you have
they
these
say all of
games-
my friends are talking about it all week.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all they
yeah,
do.
yeah.
When you have games where every single game was within a run or two,
Well,
every play makes a
and you
difference.
forget to mention, you know,
That's what it
both
is.
quarterfinal games went to 3.
Yeah,
Both
Right.
semis
Yeah.
went
Went
to
to
3,
three.
and game 1, 5-4.
yeah, yeah.
How much
And
closer
all,
can you
right,
get?
all one run. So one error really
I'm telling you,
couldn't
you
make the
really,
game.
there was no sweeps, there was no
That's
nothing
what
like
I'm saying.
that.
And like we mentioned, it was 1 versus 6, 2 versus
No,
5. It didn't matter.
It fell
That's
into
how
place
close.
this year, and even like it's like a Jamie Dweck, who's first year in the league. I said, "You're having fun." He goes, "I'm loving it."
Oh,
Like
those
he
are-
really loves the league.
You can't imagine a guy. The only thing that could hold a guy back is the other half. That's it.
Yes, yes, yes,
That's the only thing
yes,
that can hold
yes.
a guy back.
But really, it's a fun league, and I think a lot of these Brooklyn guys are going to, they talk to each other a lot, and we'll see maybe next year. You know, I want the youth. I want the young kids.
No, that to me, that's the exciting part. When
To me, the
young
moment you
guys-
got a Mal and
Yeah.
Greenberg, and they're going second, third round, and you want to see these young kids.
This is when it's fun. This is when it's fun.
really fun.
This is what makes it get, you know.
I love the Moshanas and Alleys, but I'm tired of it. You know, you want to see the
Well,
fresh
you
one.
can even tell by the way the draft is going every year. Guys
Yeah.
are just slipping and slipping the
Right,
older
quiet.
they get.
They're still first and second rounders.
I mean,
Don't get me wrong,
so
but
Sammy Tawil, yours really slipped in the 8th round.
I slept.
You know,
and you're hitting as good as
and
ever.
the best thing that could happen to him was.
Listen, I questioned whether I even had anything left in the tank coming up of, last year, but then I started the year slow, and then I started.
You find your stroke, you don't forget that.
So hopefully I have something left in the tank.
So we look forward to seeing everybody out there Sunday morning, 8 o'clock at 9 o'clock at Fireman's Playground for games 2 and 3. And listen, one team could be hoisting the trophy,
I'm in.
and Cyclones looking to
Bounce back.
stay alive for another
We're going to take one game. We just got to really focus on game 2. That's our really mindset right now. Take game 2 and worry about game 3 later. But we encourage everyone to come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. 2 good teams, well-respected teams, and may the better team win.
Good baseball.
AB Cone and AB. Doesn't get better than that.
All right, two studs.
And we'll see everybody
Good
on
night,
Sunday.
guys.
Take care.
We'll see you then.